How's it going, everybody? My name is Austin and welcome to the Power Stroke YouTube channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, stick around for a while. I work on my 7.3 Power Stroke. I got plenty of mods in store, big power, that fun stuff. Last week, as you guys know if you watched, the CPS sensor was replaced on my truck. I went and tried to tackle that. It was quite the feat. This is definitely... Oh no, you did not. Oh no. Power Stoked, your favorite YouTuber here, just checking in. Still trying to get this dang bolt mother... But anyways, that was not the problem. I went and test drove the truck, as you guys know, and I romped on it, and it seemed to be driving just fine. Although there was a little bit of a weird hesitation and very high idle at about 800 to 900 RPM. So I tried to drive it to work the following week, and by Wednesday the truck would start for about 10 seconds and then shut off and not turn back on for a little while. And it was just this, it was frustrating because I thought I had the problem fixed. I had my awesome buddy Cody come over. He has multiple different OBD2 readers and he pulled the codes for me. It is a bad ICP sensor. No, not insane clown posse, you guys. This is injector control pressure sensor. So what this will do, as you know, our injectors are run off of oil pressure. So it uses oil to help fire the fuel. And what the sensor does is it tells the injector how much pressure to use, increase or decrease, in order to get the right fuel to the motor. And when that goes bad, well, you have multiple things going on. You have the truck either sputtering, stalling, dying. You try to tow uphill, it'll cut out on you. There's a lot of things this truck will do if that sensor goes bad, and a very surefire way to know that that sensor is bad is to simply unplug it and look inside your connectors. If there's oil in there, your sensor is going bad, replace it. All right, you guys, so I just went and jumped into this project already today. So it's a gorgeous day. We're gonna be taking stuff to the dump, using the truck for what it's meant to be used for. So I jumped into this and didn't realize how much work it was gonna be, and I figured this would be an awesome little thing to put in this week's video, just to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on with the truck and what the actual problem is. It is not necessary to remove the air filter or this charge pipe, but it really made it a lot easier because this thing is in a difficult spot. So let me show you the old ICP sensor. So here it is. It's got a 3/8 little nut on the bottom there. It's a little chewed up because I had to use a screwdriver and a hammer to pull this sucker out because it's in such a tight spot I could not. That's what the old one looked like, and here is the new one. As you can see, we got an 1/16" nut that is now accessible from the outside, whereas this one was tucked underneath. Now this is the original sensor from International, and this is a Napa part. I know you guys keep saying don't use anything but Ford parts, but you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do to get this truck running now. And this sensor was $140 at Napa, and the local dealership wanted $202. So definitely not gonna go with that because that's outrageous for a small little sensor. So we'll see how long this one lasts. Maybe it'll bite me in the butt later, but we will actually see. I will put it to the test. As you guys know, I romp this thing around quite a bit. All right, so let's show you where this sensor is. You look on the engine bay, here's the alternator, as you guys know. Right down there, that little hole is where that old sensor sat, and all you're gonna do is pull that one out, take your new one, obviously take this little cap off, and there's a little O-ring, it's that orange guy there. You're gonna wanna get some new oil, coat that O-ring, and feed it back in. Don't over tighten it, but get it put back in nice and snug, and your truck should be pretty much good as new. I'm really hoping that's the only issue. And I'm gonna switch the cam position sensor even though I fought it so hard. I'm gonna switch it back to the old one because obviously that was not the issue. And then I'll just have an extra one in my glove box like you're supposed to have with these. All right, you guys, the brand new ICP is in, as you can see, nice and shiny. Shiniest part in the truck. Pardon my laughter, my dad is over here. This is family friendly. As you guys can see, the new sensor is in. I got it plugged in. We're gonna put everything back together. It is very tempting with this charge pipe being out to finally clean it. As you guys know, it's disgusting and fuzzy. But I kind of want to just get the truck back together and running, so we'll let's do that. Let's get it back together. All right, you guys, ICP is replaced in the truck. Everything's put back together. As you can see, obviously the truck's running. Don't mind the low fuel light. That's just normal when you own a diesel. All right, you guys, the truck is idling a lot better. It's at about 700 RPM right now, which is perfect. That's where you want to be. And we're gonna go take this thing around the block. And this time I'm really hoping if something's wrong, it shows me instead of tricking me like the CPS did last time. So Let's go test drive this. All right, you guys, I hold in front of me something that unexpectedly happened when I went to go test drive. So I wish I had something. So I went and test drove the truck. Check engine light went away. Truck ran awesome. And then I went and got fuel in it. And as I was leaving the fuel station, I noticed I had kind of a dead pedal. About a quarter of the way down, there was finally some response. And then I, as you do, you get on the road, and I mashed it, and there was a loud explosion. I mean, just like impressively loud that everybody around looked at us. My dad was riding with me and was like, "What was that?" And we both just, the truck is still running. It just idled really rough. Turns out I blew off a clamp on my boot because I pulled that charge pipe and didn't tighten it all the way. So I have a ratchet that sometimes it'll bind up, and without turning that little dial, it'll go right into loosen mode, and I'm not paying attention. You just kind of mindlessly, you're tightening. And I figured it was nice and tight. I couldn't pull the boot out, and because I've been sitting there ratcheting for a little while. Yeah, it failed. I mean, so that kind of sucks, but not a big deal. It was $24 for a new clamp at the dealership, but awesome guys. The guy stayed late, so that way I could make it there in time to pick it up. So, not too bad. Not the worst it could have been, but still there was the the whole fact that the truck was finally running and then it blew that. It was a little deterring and a little bit like, oh, really, so close. Oh well, it's finally sound, it's good, the truck is awesome. It is back to its state, but I did notice something. Guys, it is a non-stop fight. This is perfect for this week's video. The truck is now leaking a little bit of oil from somewhere, and I do not know where. And it's not from the front of the engine from a CPS. It's on the back side, so it's somewhere up top. And I don't think it's that ICP because it's old oil, and I didn't replace that until today. So, I mean, it's not so bad. It's a small leak, but it's still a little bit deterring when you finally get something fixed and then something else is wrong. But you know what? Whatever. Let it leak. I don't care. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this week's video. Kind of deterring, but I got the truck fixed. It's finally running. We just have an oil leak now. So go grab some merch, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.